Extreme precious metals warning. That's what this video is going to be about, my friends. This is a tough one to discuss, but it has to be discussed openly on this channel as well. Help me out with the thumbs up. That gets the video to more and more people. We're so close to 7,500 subscribers. As most of you folks know already, as soon as we get there, I will be doing a giveaway video. We're going to be giving away over 5 ounces of silver to one lucky winner. If you're not yet subscribed, come join us, because you're going to have a chance to win some silver every now and then on this channel. Let's get into it right now. Look, I've warned about this before. Scams are everywhere with the precious metals. You got to be careful. Today, we had a person come in. They bought quarter-ounce gold. They were quarter-ounce gold buffaloes from Canada. The mint did not actually make quarter-ounce gold out of Canada. It was a private mint. It was a dollar denomination, but their mint did not make actually for the public. It was just a one-time deal. They bought these off of eBay. They were $1,100 for quarter-ounce gold, my friends. All right? They thought they got a good deal. And unfortunately, the time's already elapsed from when they can return these. I can't touch them for $1,100, my friends. $1,100 times 4. That's $4,400 for an ounce of gold. You got to be knowing your prices. Just don't go on eBay and look for something cool and you're paying too much for it. Know before you buy what you are buying. No, you got to know. All right, you got to stay with responsible sellers, good sellers. Yeah, this seller had an excellent feedback history. There should be a warning for us all. If you don't know, you've never seen a coin before or around, you might want to do some more research before you place that bid on it. Okay, it could be a higher cost of coin. It could be a fake. It could be anything out there. You got to be careful. Not a scam. Well, I don't really want to call it a scam, but be careful with eBay as well. Sellers on eBay are not supposed to contact you at all by phone. Be warned about that. There is a specific company, which I will not mention. If it comes up in the comment section, I'm going to let it go. But I'm not going to be the one who mentioned this company's name out on air. There is a specific company that will be calling after an eBay sale is done. It may not happen right off the bat. It might take a couple months. It happened to me with this specific company. All I bought was a red book. Okay, I bought a red book. They were the cheapest around. This was about a couple years ago I bought this red book. I've told this story before. About 3 months later, they called me. The very nice people. Don't get me wrong, okay? She was very, very nice. But I didn't let on to her at first what I do for a living. She was trying to sell me some high-end graded coins. Says, ma'am, I'm not interested in those. Well, you bought a coin book. Well, yeah, I did buy a coin book from you all, but don't mean I'm interested in those type of coins either. Well, this is a really good deal. They try to pressure you into buying more. Look, hang up on these type of people. Don't answer the phone. It comes up with the company's name, too. I'll just let that information out. I picked up the phone. Maybe something was wrong. Maybe something was wrong in the book they were telling me about. I didn't know. So I was very nice to her at first. She called me a second time a week later, asked me about some different coins. I said, ma'am, I'm not interested in these type of coins. I'm still not letting her know what I do for a living. Third time she calls me, I let her have it. Okay, I just told her who I was, Told her I got my own YouTube channel saying, check me out. I says, I work for a coin shop. I don't want your stuff you have to sell. Don't try to be scam. And I told her this. Don't be trying to scam people. And I'm still hearing today, my friends, people come in the shop from this one specific company, calling people, harassing people. Report them to eBay. I've already done that, my friends. I've done that twice with different other customers. People come in, let's report them right now. We got to keep on these companies that do this. They're not supposed to be any outside sales out of eBay. If eBay finds, once eBay gets enough complaints, they probably shut this, they're trying to sell on their website down. And that is a big problem with eBay. They need so many negative reports before they shut somebody down. But what happens? People come in and they make a new account under a different name, underneath a different computer, whatever the case may be. They're going to keep doing it over and over and over again. So be warned out there. You know, eBay is a great place to purchase. Okay? There are scams out there, my friends. But you know what not a scam is? Channel sponsor Pinbacks. Many other online dealers as well. Great companies. Yes, Pinbacks is my sponsor. I'm going to talk about them. Okay? I'm going to talk about it. That is my job. I love Pinbacks. We were talking last night. Guess what, my friends? They're out of the Morgan Dollar deal. As soon as I released that second video yesterday, I had another conversation with Michael, owner of Pinbacks, one of the owners of Pinbacks, Michael and Brian, the two brothers. So what did we come up with now? And these are very limited right now, too. You want piece dollars right now? Random years. So what do I talk about random years? They're going to be in very good plus condition. You're probably going to be looking at 22s, 23s, and 24s. That is what you're probably going to be looking at with this deal. If you happen to get something else in this lot, you've done pretty good then. But keep in mind, they're probably 22s, 23s, and 24s. Mix years, mix mints as well, meaning PD or S. If it's don't have a mint mark on it, then it's coming from Philadelphia. They're $32.25 each for very good plus condition. They have just about 500 coins left in stock. These are not going to last. So if you're watching this now, you might want to put me on pause and go order them if you're able to pull this deal off right now. If you're able to jump on this deal, I highly recommend it, because look, there are other companies that are selling calls for more than Pinbacks is offering these for. Okay, that is all I can say, my friends. So thank you, Pinbacks, for having another conversation last night with me. I put a community post up last night, folks. I put a pinned comment in yesterday's video as soon as it came out. Well, probably about 20 minutes after it came out, by the time we got off the phone with each other. We're trying to keep you up to date what's going on in this market. I am shocked how fast they sold out on the Morgans. People are taking advantage of these deals. So thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for coming up with another deal so quickly. They're not going to last, my friends. That's all I can say. You know, you want piece dollars, grab them up now. Do I have any to show right now? Hang on one second. I'm going to... Yes, I do. Piece dollars. You want piece dollars? Here's some piece dollars. All right? Piece dollars. All right? They're going to be in very good grade or better, my friends. All right? That is what they're going to... Now, I got a challenge for everybody. This was one of the coins I picked up at the shop about a year ago or so. Now, would anybody call that a call? Or would they give it a little bit better grade? Maybe a good grade? I mean, you can still see the details on this coin very well. It's got some junk on it. It's dark colored, a couple rim dings. You know, I kind of liked it. So I picked it up. I stopped the melt with that one. No, we don't melt down many coins. They gotta be really in rough shape. They're really gonna be really bad looking coins, my friends, before we start sending them off to the smelters. Look, I don't know what's going on with the smelters. Our smelter actually came in this week and asked us, do we have anything to smelt down? I says, we do, but we don't want to do it right now. Well, he says, I'm about 180 ounces short. I said, well, that's good. What is really going on behind the scenes? I don't know any other information for that. I said, well, what's really going on? I said. He says, I'm just 180 ounces short. That's all I'm going to say. There's something more to it, my friends. Is it because the Comex needs it so bad? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't have any information on it. No, some of these dealers for coin shops and pawn shops, they seem to be so happy to smelt the stuff down. They seem to take pleasure in it. This is our history. We got to stop the melt. Pinbacks made some of these beautiful stickers up for me. They will be giving away in their giveaways, my friends. That's how I'm going to dole about. You know, they sent me 50 stickers, so we got enough for a few giveaways here. You know, I'm not here to sell you folks anything. Yeah, I got a sponsor. Yes, I talk about what deals they have. But that's what I do. If you choose to buy them, fine. If you choose not to get the deal, that's up to you. Look, I've said before, I'll never take a sponsorship with a commission. I'm never going to try to sell you something that I'm making a commission off for, my friends. Pinbacks don't do commission base. They give me a monthly check, directly deposited in my account. The amount we agree upon. Other sponsors, I've turned down, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 dozen different offers, and a lot of this stuff has nothing to do with silver and gold. Nothing to do with it. I'm not here to try to make you go buy this, make you go buy this. Buy vitamin pills, this weight loss pills. You know, whatever the case may be, flashlights I've had an offer for. You know, one product I would consider of doing, if it ever came my way, is a long-term food survival stuff, because that is, but it would not be a commission base anyways. And a lot of those companies are commission based, and I refuse to do it. I'm just being honest with you folks. That's how I'm going to run my channel. Like it or not, if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch the channel. And let me just say this too. You know, if people are going to be rude to other people on this channel, you will be blocked. There's no need to be rude or make fun of other people on the channel. Whatever they decide to go with silver, go with gold, go with platinum, go with Bitcoin. Look, I don't like Bitcoin. I don't like meme coins. Yeah, I make fun of Bitcoin and meme coins. I think they're a Ponzi scheme, but if somebody says they own Bitcoin, well, good. I wish you all luck. I hope you don't get taken advantage of. I hope you don't lose it. But again, it's digits on the screen. It's not physical. Okay, it's not physical at all. It's just a Ponzi scheme, in my opinion. And prove me wrong on that one. You trust the stablecoin crap? Because I sure hell don't. My last warning for silver and gold in this video. And there'll probably be more warnings about silver and gold. Keep your eyes wide open for these companies that will send you newspapers, flashy cards in the mail. They're going to be at this hotel. They're going to be at this VFW hall. Whatever the case may be. These places are normally close to a highway. Talked about this before. I talked to another coin shop in the Midwest. And he said they just went through that as well. About a company coming in with newspapers, flashy cards. And what these companies try to target, And it's sad. The older populations. They come into a state, they find out where a lot of older people live, and they target that area. Middle age to senior citizen age. These are the people they're trying to target. If something goes down, they got either westbound, eastbound, depending on where you're in the country, north or southbound, and it's normally through a connector from another highway. That is what I am seeing. If you get these cards in the mail, you get these newspapers in the mail, be cautious, my friends. Okay? Be cautious. They're in there to get it from you for little as possible. You will see pop-up coin shops. We buy gold. We buy silver. Be careful with these pop-up ones. They pop up like the Halloween stores at Halloween time, and they're there for 1 or 2 months, and they get caught, and they're out of there. Be careful. I cannot stress that enough. You know, be careful when you buy. Be careful when you sell. Know your prices ahead of time. You know, go online. Use channels. You know, even if you go online, go to a couple dealers like Pinbacks, whoever else. Okay? Get price points from them. Go out to your open market. See what the prices are. You know, I've heard stories. I got another email last night from one of you viewers. Her name was Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, for reaching out to me last night. She was at her local coin shop. She didn't buy anything. Okay? They were charging $7.25 over spot for random rounds. That coin shop was paying $1 under. Those are the coin shops you got to be careful of. All right, those are the coin shops. So she was smart enough to say, no thanks, I'm going elsewhere. Know what your silver price is. Look at the silver price before you leave the house, my friends. Look at the gold price, knowing where the market is at. If you have to run a scan on eBay, even if you're not buying anything on eBay, I wish everybody would make an account on eBay. That way you can view the sold listings. eBay is a good tool to get sold listings from a open public viewing point, seeing what those type of coins or rounds you're looking at. Some are going way too much. Most of these coin shops and dealers, online dealers, are going to be less than what sometimes you can get from eBay. Like the Morgan and Peace dollars right now, I'm seeing people paying way too much. I've been warning about this. I don't want my viewers or subscribers getting misled or overpaying for something they don't need to be overpaying for at this time. You got to shop around. And if you don't want to take the time to shop around, then that's on you then. Okay? That's on you. You got to take the time to shop around. You know, I see it. I see it on other places too. I see it at the grocery stores. You know, I'm a shopaholic, my friends. I try to find the best price possible on everything. Because once you start saving anything you can save, even if it's 50 cents, even if it's $1, even if it's a couple bucks here and there, that adds up. And guess what? That cash could be going into precious metals. Every time you're saving something, that extra cash could be going into precious metals. It just makes sense. Don't overpay on stuff. If you're looking for something, even as not regardless, related to precious metals, whatever you're buying, if you're on Amazon, fine, highlight it with the computer, with the mouse, with the computer. Do a search engine on Google. Go to Walmart. Make sure it's not cheaper at Walmart. Vice versa. I'm telling you, I've seen it numerous of times for myself. When my grandmother needs something, my girlfriend needs something, I've seen it numerous times. I can save $1 here, $2 here, $3 here. It may not sound like a lot, but you do that 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times a month, It adds up. It really does add up. Use some caution out there when you're purchasing anything. Okay? That's all I'm trying to help people out with. Is trying to get the best price possible at all points across the board. Now, sometimes, you know, you do pay a little bit more because you like the store. Okay, fine. Or you like the owner of the place. Fine. Or you like that business you're doing business with. Okay, fine. But when it comes down to most stuff, you got to find the best price. And a lot of times, channel sponsored pinbacks with precious metals, they got the best price in the business. I can't always say they're always going to have the best price. They realize they don't always have the best price. They realize other companies, it's so cutthroat, my friends. Silver and gold is so cutthroat. And they're trying to always beat each other out. Always trying to have the best price on top of somebody else. I've seen it before, even in this local area. Coin shops are at a battle with each other if they're too close together. I've seen it before. Trust me on this one. We got to shop around. And that's the way we can stack more. Be careful out there. If you got questions, if you are unaware of something, you got to ask questions. You want to ask questions to me? My email is always open up to anybody out there. It's in every single description of every single video, my friends. I'm here to help people out. If you are seeing something on eBay, you think it's too nutty, let's say, scroll down about halfway through the page. You can see an item number. Just email me that item number and say, hey, Chris, look this up for me. Let me know what you think. Is this a good, if you want to buy it or something like that, let me know, and I'll let you know if it's a good price or not. I'm here to help people out. You know, I'm not going to go and jump on that sale on you. I can tell you that. I'm not going to do that to people. The problem will be if someone else buys it out before I read that email, then it's gone, it's gone. Nothing I can do about it. You know, that's all I can say. Got questions, you got to ask. Coin shop owners, call Pinbacks up. Ask if you don't know. And sometimes, it's better to get 2 or 3 different opinions on something, my friends. Seeing what 2 or 3 different people say about an item is good. You know, yeah, there's some coin shops. Somebody left me a comment yesterday saying, my coin shop don't recommend Morgan or P's dollars right now. Okay, I wrote back, well, what's the price that he's trying to sell them for? I never heard back. But for what Pinbacks is offering at $32.25 for Peace dolls right now is a heck of a price. I can tell you that. So with that being said, you know, and when you can get them cheaper than calls, that's awesome. That's awesome. Why pay for calls? Why pay more for calls when you don't need to? That's all I got to say for this video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, my friends. Watch the prices. We're going to keep on track on this end of it. I'm your boots on the ground. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We'll see you in the next video.